Hey everyone, and welcome to another vlog. As you can see, we've just had a really lazy one this morning, mainly reading. I've only just stopped because the postman came. So now it's lunchtime, just having a bit of a tuna pasta salad, trying to be a bit more healthy lately. But you know, obviously Easter coming up, because we are now broken up on half term for Easter. There's going to be a lot of chocolate in the house, so, but I'm going to try and avoid temptation. So if I fill myself up on fruits and veggies, I'm going. Yeah, so I was reading, I'm currently just over the 400-page mark of Stephen King's fairy tale, which I started a couple of weeks ago, and absolutely loving it. And I hope to finish it tonight or maybe tomorrow, but we'll see. So yeah, so this vlog is going to just be a lazy half-term vlog. What I've been reading, the books that I finished since my last vlog, because I haven't done any updates because I've just been absolutely exhausted with work, and I've had a couple of hospital appointments with Zach, so that's kind of drained us. So yeah, so I'm going to go and eat my lunch, and then I'll have a bit more in depth of what I've been reading, what I have read in a little while. So, eating, now I can talk a bit more. So, yeah, the book I'm currently reading is Stephen King's fairy tale. I'm currently on page 424. This, I don't know, Stephen King's writing, as soon as I start reading it, I'm drawn in, I get hooked, and I love it. Yeah? It's alright. Cody's just colouring in some bluey pictures, aren't you, Code? Yeah, at the table. So if you hear little noises in the background, she's just Cody busy. But yeah, it's a story about Charlie. He lives with his parents. He's 7 years old. His mum gets killed in an accident involving a car. His father turns to drink, and for several years Charlie's got to basically look after himself. He becomes an alcoholic. But a few years later, his dad finally gets help, and he gets his job back because he lost it when he was an alcoholic. And when Charlie's 17, he lives down the road from this, they call it like the psycho house. He hears frantic barking from the old dog that lives there, so he goes to investigate, and the man, the elderly man who lives there, oh my goodness, I forgot his name. How on earth can I forget his name? Mr. Bowditch. He's fallen off the ladder, and he can see that, he's broken his leg very badly. So he calls for an ambulance. They come and take him away. But because Mr. Bowditch has no other family, Charlie takes on his dog Radar, who's an elderly dog. So he looks after the dog, and then when Mr. Bowditch comes out of hospital, he looks after both of them, and they become really good friends. And then unfortunately Mr. Bowditch dies. Before he dies, he's left a tape telling Charlie about his secret and what's in the shed that makes these noises. And obviously Charlie is given the house in the will by Mr. Bowditch because they became good friends. And Charlie's adventures basically starts when he goes down the hole in the shed, into like a fairy tale world. And Radar's a very old dog. She's also dying. He doesn't want her to, but he's heard about the sundial in this fantasy land, so he goes on an adventure to prolong Radar's life. And on the way he meets people that Mr. Bowditch knowed in this land, and they knew he was coming. So yeah, I'm hoping to finish that either today or tomorrow, but we'll soon see. So yeah, really liking it again. Stephen King, one of my favourite authors. In my last vlog, I had started The Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. You're right, Code. You just want to say hi? You don't know, gone on camera shy. But yeah, I gave this 5 stars. I thoroughly enjoyed it. But yeah, my favourite characters had to be the dragon rider. Oh my goodness, how it's like, I don't know, Tane, the dragon rider. I can see, I'm going to put it out there, it will probably never happen, but it may happen. You know, there's a potential spin-off book here for her adventures with a dragon, then she got it back. And also for, oh my goodness, it's because it's been a while and it's like things have been going on in life. But also we could fast forward a book 10 years. But yeah, anyway, 5 out of 5 stars. I did thoroughly enjoy it. It's a high fantasy book. And yeah, if you want, it's over 800 pages, but it is well worth the read. While me and Zach were in Birmingham, while we were waiting for his dad to come with us to hospital, I did buy 2 books. The first one was the Fire and Blood. You might know it's a House of Dragon. House of Dragon. It's set centuries before the Game of Thrones. With a greater game began, one of the set of skies alight with the dragon flame and saw the 7 kingdoms turn to ash. It's about the Tarragon's bloody rule with fire and blood, setting against brother, mother against daughter, and dragon against dragon. I recently watched the TV series and I quite liked it, but I brought the book because if I've learnt anything when I read the Game of Thrones and watched the TV series, the book is better. I also brought The White Cat by Holly Black, which I've already read before Fairy Tale. It's about a little boy called Costa. He's haunted by a white cat. His family are magic workers and they have the ability to make you forget and put things in your head that actually happens. But what is this white cat? Why is he following him around? But it all comes clear because he's been portrayed as a killer, but he didn't actually kill this girl. She was transformed into a white cat. So it's an adventure, sort of a fantasy of why was she turned into a cat, and everything becomes clear. And basically, he hasn't got very nice brothers. But this is the first book by Holly Black that I have read, and I really enjoyed it. And it's a series, the Curse Worker series, Spiderwick Chronicles. So it's alright, I have somebody rocking my chair. But yeah, I'll definitely be getting the other books in the series. The White Cat is the first one. The second one is, so there's a piece at the back, Red Glove. So I shall be purchasing that at some point this year and carry on with the series. Yeah, vlogging with children about, it can't be easy, juggling. But yeah, so I've now got a cup of tea, now I've cleaned up from lunch, and I'm going to sit here and, sorry if the camera's shaking, he's walking around again. I'm going to read a little bit more of Fairy Tale and drink my tea, and I shall update you again in a little while. Hey, yeah, so the afternoon literally just disappeared. I did was read, the Amazon man come, and then the next thing you know, it was time to get some dinner. So we really have utterly had a really lazy day today, which is fine because, you know, sometimes in life you need to just do absolutely nothing, even if it's just read all day, just give your body and your mind a bit of peace. I sound really out of breath because I've just looked out the window and realised the wrong bin's gone out because it's bin night, so I've just run outside to change it over, and then I stood watching 2 little bats flying around, which I thought would be a bit too cold for them, but no. I used to watch 2 bigger bats about 3 years ago in the summer, so hopefully these little guys will stay around for the summer so I can watch them. But yeah, it's really cute to watch. So yeah, usually I'm the neighbour that gets it right and has my bin out first and everyone goes by me, but obviously they remembered last week it was the other bin. So sorry to my street that I failed you this week. Promise I won't do it again. But yeah, the day's just gone. I'm getting ready for a bath because my knee hurts. I think it's old age. I'm going to be using my new Body Shop stuff. English British Rose. It smells absolutely gorgeous. This is the body yogurt. And then I've got the bubble bath. And then I will be putting on a face mask also, because I haven't done my self-care this weekend. So I'm going to do it tonight. I did get paid to page 480. Up to the part where Charlie has escaped the dungeon with the other prisoners. They managed to work out what kills I think they're night guards. They're like skeletons with a blue glow. They worked out what kills those, well, or explode them. And they've escaped. He's been reunited with Radar, who managed to go and get help with the help of a giant grasshopper. So yeah, I'm going to read a little bit more in the bath, and maybe finish it tonight. I don't know, I think it might stretch till tomorrow, but so yeah, very lazy day, not vlogged much at all today, but hey, I've learnt lessons in the past. If my body's saying can't be able to do anything, and you're not going anywhere, just don't do anything. Sleep, read, chill out and play computer games, take baths. It's all self-care for your body and mind, and I've learnt that the very hard way, and now I will listen to my body, because I've had to re-look at the way I eat as well at the moment. But yeah, so I'm going to go and run a bath, and I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. Hey, I'm all nice and fresh and relaxed after my bath. My skin feels a lot better, like the mask has sucked out all the grease and makeup and grime. I feel a lot fresher and a lot more relaxed. But yeah, I did a lot of reading in the bath. Not sure how long I was in the bath for, but I got to page 495 because I read a little bit when I came out of the bath while my face mask was working. But as you can see, I stopped reading because Dylan was coming to bed and he wanted to read to me. So he read a chapter just before he went to bed, and he's reading the Kingdom of Renly series. Now he's on we're reading them out complete out of order, but it doesn't really matter. We're reading at the moment book 1, The Lost Stone. Now we started with book 15, The Wolf's Den, I think is believes. These are by Jordan Quinn and illustrated by Robert McPhillips. And it's a children's fantasy series. It follows Prince Lucas and Clara. He's currently on page 41 of this one, chapter 5. And everyone we've read so far are really, really good. I can't remember some of the names of them, but we've read the wolf one, the games one, the one with the goblin in it, the one with the ghost. I'd have to get him. He's in bed at the moment. Him and Cody are now in bed, so I'll get the books out and I'll show you tomorrow which ones we've read. But for a fantasy series, they're really, really good. This is probably they're quite hard to get. I got a few of them off the World of Books the other week. Buy three, I don't know what that is. Buy 3, get 1 free. So I got him those, and I got myself some Terry Pratchett ones and some monkey books for Cody. But yeah, if you've got a child who likes fantasy books, it's around about the age of between, I don't know, say 7 and 11, check out the Kingdom of Renly books, because they are really good fantasy books. They've got everything in it, in a fantasy world, throughout the series. But I just want to show you this little cute little bookmark he's got. I brought him for his birthday because his nickname's Bear. I thought it was really cute, and he uses it a lot. Bless him. So yeah, it's currently 9:20. I'm going to go downstairs for a cup of tea and read some more. If I can get, which I think I will, because I'm on page 495. I want to get to the 500 page mark, plus a bit more before I go to bed. Don't think I'm going to finish it tonight, because tomorrow I would like to get up reasonably early and take the boys to the library, go and get some birthday cards, maybe a Costa. Depends how busy it gets, because I like a table and sit down, a bit quiet, but we'll see. So yeah, we're going to venture into town tomorrow. So yeah, so I'm going to go down, have a cup of tea, read a bit more, try and come to bed a bit when Zach comes to bed in a bit, or a bit later, not too late, and have a good night's sleep, see what tomorrow brings. So I will catch you in a little while. Hi, just jumping back on before I go to sleep. I got to page 508, where Charlie, Princess Leia, Radar and a couple of others have gone back into the abandoned city and just slayed the giant Hannah. So yeah, I've got about 70 pages to go before the end, and it's going to be one of them books where I'm actually sad that it's ended, because I'm enjoying it so much. But I wanted to pop on, like, as I'm imagining the abandoned city, has anyone ever seen Return to Oz? You know, where Dorothy Gale goes back to Oz, and the Emerald City is all abandoned and broken and silent. Nobody lives there anymore, apart from the Wheelers. Well, that's how I imagine it. That's the first thing that came to mind when Charlie and Radar entered the abandoned city to find the sundial. But I'm just loving all the, you know, things like, oh, this sounds like this, I have a fairy tale, Three Little Pigs' house, this sounds like Rumpelstiltskin, you know, and the guards being killed is like the witch from Wizard of Oz, the Wicked Witch of the West. But yeah, the abandoned city to me sounds like the one from Return to Oz. But yeah, 70 pages to go, which I'll finish tomorrow, probably when we get back from town. So yeah, I'm going to leave the today here, and I'll catch you in the morning. guys, so we've spent the morning in town. As you see, we've been to Costa, the library, picked up a few toiletry bits. Me and Cody spent some of our voucher money in Waterstones. Cody bought another Bluey book to add to his collection, Bluey Camping. Yeah, we love Bluey in this house. And I just brought the one because the boys were starting to get a bit bored and fed up and tired. But I keep seeing this book every time I go into Waterstones. So I was like, do you know what? I think it's a sign. I'm going to get it. The Beekeeper of El Peo by Kirsty Leftery. The blurb of it: in the midst of the war he found love, in the midst of darkness he found courage, in the midst of tragedy he found hope. What will you find from this story? Nuri is a beekeeper, his wife Afra an artist. They live happily in the beautiful Syrian city of El Po. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that completely wrong. Until the unthinkable happens and they are forced to flee. But what Afra has seen is so terrible she has gone blind, and they must embark on a journey through Turkey and Greece towards an uncertain future in Britain. As Nuri and Afra travel through a broken world, they must confront not only the pain of their own unspeakable loss, but dangers that the world overwhelm with the bravest of souls. Above all, and perhaps is the hardest thing they face, they must journey to find each other again. Historical fiction, which I think I'm in a historical fiction mood. So after I've read Fairy Tale, which I haven't read any this morning, but I'm going to go down and read a little bit more before I make the boys some lunch and grab myself a cup of tea. So yeah, I will update you guys in a little while. Hey, just a quick update before I go and wash my hair, which I really hate my hair at the moment. I want it all cut off again. But we'll see. I did start reading some. I read, I think, a chapter and a half. Had to put it down. I'm not going to say who, but one of the characters died. I was quite upset actually. So yeah, if I care about characters and get upset, it means it's a really good book. I'm going to go have a shower and wash my hair, and then hopefully finish it off. But I will be sad to finish this book because it's been really, really felt in, I don't know, it's so well written by Stephen King, like all his other books. But so yeah, I'm just having that moment where a character's died and I'm sort of mourning for it. That, and I've had to cook dinner and stuff, so, and I've got my shadow. Tired shadow. Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna have a shower, and then my next update should be the one before I go to bed, and I have finished the book. I think I've got about something like between 30 and 40 pages left. But yeah, that moment when a character dies and you just have to stop for a bit and let that sink in. Yeah, I haven't had to do that for a while with a book, but this one really has really got me. I think it's going to be a new favourite, but I will let you know 100% about that a little later. Hi, so it's the next day. I finished Stephen King's Fairy Tale quite late last night, and boy did I have a book hangover. It's probably a new, no, it's not probably, it is a new favourite book of mine, and it's obviously up there in the top 3 now, with my favourite Stephen King books. So yeah, this, if you haven't read it yet, please do, especially if you like fairy tale characters, German Shepherd dogs, bit of a a big fight at the end, and happy endings, because it certainly does have a happy ending. So yeah, just to quickly recap, it's about a young boy called Charlie at the age of 7. He lives with his mum and dad. At the age of 7, his mum unfortunately gets killed as walking along the bridge by a truck. His father becomes an alcoholic because he can't cope with the fact that she's died. Charlie has to fend for himself. His dad then goes to AA meetings and recovers. And then one day when Charlie is about 17, he is walking past what he calls the psycho house. Hears a dog barking frantically. He goes to investigate, and that is when he meets Mr. Oh my goodness, why do I keep forgetting his name? Mr. Bowditch. It's there in my mind, I'll just forget it, but Mr. Bowditch, he's broken his leg, so he takes it up. He looks after Radar, the German Shepherd, and once he's through the grumpiness of this old man, they become really good friends. And basically, Mr. Baldrich dies. He then leaves a recorded message for Charlie about what is in his shed, all the funny noises, why he went in there the last time they were together with a gun, and what he shot. I don't really want to say too much because reading it, it's a wow, so I don't want to give too much away. But anyway, what is down that hole? Once Charlie finds out that in the will it's his house, he begins to investigate, and what he finds in the shed leads to a big adventure. And time when he's down the hole is not the same time as our time on the surface. But yeah, so if you like giants and princesses, giant bugs, German shepherds, a bit of a fantasy fairy tale land, definitely read this book, because I give this 5 out of 5 stars without a doubt. It's had me gripped from the very start, and I totally love it. I think it's going to be, Pet Sematary is always going to be my favourite. I think Christine's my second favourite. This is now moved up to my third favourite Stephen King book, and it's a new favourite of mine. So yeah, definitely 100% read it. So I'm going to leave my little vlog there. So yeah, so join me again for another, hopefully, I really want to do another vlog next week, while it's the Easter holidays. Hopefully a few more videos will pop up, and I'll try not to leave it as long as a month next time. So yeah, I'll see you again for another vlog very soon. Bye.